As you maybe noticed, I'm collecting old iDevices, and because of that I'm trying to keep my eyes open for good offers, like this one. Isn't that generous? Okay, you maybe won't understand this German description, so let me summarize it. The seller offers an iPod Touch first generation with 8 GB of storage and can't guarantee that the device works because they have no charging cable. And coincidentally, while we are talking about this auction, that package was in my mailbox today. It's like magic or something. So let's check if there's also magic inside. By the way, even if I should have spoiled it in the title already, I paid $6 for this device. And so around 13 years later, Apple finally made the iPod Touch affordable for everyone. And here is how it looks like. Okay, even if the iPod Touch first gen is a beauty, this case, it is
ugly.
And above that, this thing is very interactable. And so, it took me only 7 minutes to get rid of that case. The front and back side of this iPod Touch seem to be in a very good shape, but I doubt that we can say the same thing about the case. Yeah, there definitely was a very loud crack audible. But we are beating around the bush. Let's try to pump some electricity into this old device. Pikachu used 30-pin charging. And that's a very good sign. 6 minutes and 39 seconds later. Okay, it seems like the iPod Touch boots into the lock screen. Because that takes a long time on that Stone Age generation of iPods, we can take a second look at this wonderful backside. It looks beautiful, especially in contrast to this. Yay, a code log. So typically, this is the point where the pain in the ass begins. After connecting the iPod Touch to the PC, iTunes offered me a restoration on iOS 3.1.3. That means that we can't use 3U tools because that program thinks that the iPod Touch first gen is only supported till iOS 1.1.5. So we somehow have to convince iTunes to restore our iPod Touch, which could be a little tricky because iTunes 12 doesn't support iPod Touch first gen restorings anymore. So the first step would be to downgrade iTunes to the paradise of restorings and downgrades, also known as iTunes 11. So now we have the right iTunes version, but we have no signed IPSW file to restore to. Fortunately, I know a website where I can download that file. After the restoring process failed 1 or 2 times, I changed some things in the host file and then it actually worked. In total, this whole process cost me around 2 hours because the power button didn't work well and so it was very pain in the ass to enter the DFU mode. But then this screen appeared and I realized that I paid $6 for a working iPod Touch first gen in good condition. Then I updated back my iTunes to version 12 and synced my music to that iPod. What was hilarious because it was slow as shit and after syncing around 500 songs, the iPod storage was nearly full. But in total, that is no miracle. The iPod Touch first gen turns 13 this year. And in my opinion, it's absolutely fascinating how fast and stable this device runs in 2020. You can still use this device as an MP3 player, you can still watch movies, and you can install 1 or 2 apps. Above that, I think those devices will be more wealthy in 10 years. And till then, they look beautiful on your shelf. If you want to learn more about the iPod Touch first gen, you can check out that info card. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. See you next time. Adios, amigos.